You got me working. I hope it's worth it. You told me you're with on my purpose.
This episode of Straight to It. Today we have two-time author Angel Johnson, aka Tweety, aka Bird, aka everybody's favorite. Angel, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's going on?
Second book in the making.
Yes.
What we doing?
We working.
Yeah, I see.
Working hard.
So far, the book is doing well so far. You know I got my copy already.
Yes.
And being that this is your second book, you know, this is a little bit different than the first book.
Yes.
A lot's happened since the first book.
A lot has happened since 2018.
Okay, so what inspired you to write your second book, this book per se?
Life experiences that I've been through since 2018.
Was it like bad life experiences, good life experiences? Is it like
Good
learning?
and bad.
Good and bad?
That comes with it.
Okay. So as far as your writing, because, you know, they say you get better every time you write a new book.
Yes.
What sets this book apart from the second book?
My first book, Pen and Paper, that I wrote, that I had published in 2018, is more innocent. There's some true events in that one too, but this book, my Sistas Secret, is very raw. I stepped out of my shell big time with this one.
Because usually you're a private person.
Yes.
But I was reading this motherfucker. And I was like, what? Now, when I first started the book, it was no warm-up.
Right.
You jump,
Yeah.
You jumped right into it. Fucking doors
Right.
was getting kicked in and shit. Tell the audience, like, you know, just how the book started. You can start from chapter 1, even from the prologue.
Yes, the prologue sets the book off. I jumped right into it. That was actually a true life event that actually happened with, you know, the cops banging, damn near kicking in my mother's door. Because the guy at the time that I was seeing, he was wanted for a situation, you know.
Yeah.
So they came there.
It got bad?
It got bad.
How bad?
Real bad. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Now this book, is it fiction? Is it nonfiction? Is it real life events? Like
It's real life events. Of course, I will always put real life events in my books. And there's also some fiction and some things in a book that I wish I would have done or wanted to do, but I can't do that. I end up in jail.
What's the message that you're conveying to people, like, through this book? Because everybody wants to be an author,
Right.
but it's not easy
No.
writing, because people feel like they have to fabricate it, like, to the point where it's like unbelievable. But in your book, isn't mostly real life events? Because, like, I know a lot of the events that went on, and it's real.
Yes.
People might read it and they might be like, oh, hell no. Man,
Right.
this is some good made-up shit. Like, Tubi's ready for this. Changing events that actually happen.
Absolutely.
And that'll change you as a person. So, like, dealing with that situation, how was you able to, like, grow from that situation?
I had to take time for myself. A lot of time.
Away from people, away from people, right?
Yes. Especially people that was negative, you know.
And authors are natural. If you're, like, a writer, like, you can write about things. You can write about your life. You can put pen to paper, like you say. Like that's your first book. It's called Pen to Paper. Like, I can't write a book because I can't do it. It's not for everybody. I don't care how smart you are, or like even like what you've been through. Writing a book isn't for everybody.
Right.
So with this book, is it like when people read your book, are they gonna be taken aback? Like, oh my God. Because, you know, some books, it get drowned out,
Right,
and it get
right.
boring, and you're like,
Right.
okay, you just waiting to get through the chapter. Like I said, I read the book, and like every chapter, you're going to be like,
Right.
what? This?
If you know me on a personal level, I have a very small knit circle. So the people that know me, they're going to be like, damn, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, what?
Yeah, because you're usually reserved and quiet and quiet. Now, as far as your characters in the book, these are real life characters because, like, I feel like I know these people. You know? And a lot of things that went on in that book or whatever, I can relate to. And it's a dope book, and I'm not saying it's just because she's my sister, because she's really a dope person. She can really write. She can really put that pen to paper. And my Sistas Secrets is really like one of one.
Yes.
And
There's some real life secrets in that book.
It's some secrets. They might not have the person's name attached to the secrets,
Right,
but we
right.
definitely
Had to switch up the names.
we definitely had some secrets. A lot of people don't know. Like we've been through
Yes.
a lot growing up, and like they might read your first two books, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, that's just a little bit. That's just the like not even the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
And it's like there's a lot of things we can write about, and I'm just glad that there's somebody in our family who can actually put the pen to the paper and actually, you know, write about the life events that's happening or whatever. Because, you know, you can't write about certain things,
right,
me and your brothers, but
I know.
our sister can write about them,
know.
and it's pretty dope. And as far as like your second book, now when you wrote your second book, was it directly after the first book? Did you wait a little while?
I waited a while. I wrote pen and paper, and I finished writing pen and paper in 2018. I had it published. And this book, I had my Sistas Secret. I had it published in 2024, this year, May. So I didn't start writing till like almost a year ago, working on my second book. So I took a long break.
Okay, so how long did it take you to write this book? Yeah.
I can say a little over a year.
A little over a year.
Because, you know, writer's block come into play.
And that was another question we're going to get on. See, and everybody think like, oh, yeah, you just get up and you write a book, and people don't understand, like, there's probably hundreds of pages that you left out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people know, it's a lot of editing, a lot of things you might go back and say, you know what? Let me change this because, you know, this doesn't fit, you know what I'm saying, the mold and the criteria of this book. But this book right here, I see, like, you really went all in and left no stone unturned. It's very interesting, and I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Really doing big things. But as far as the characters, are the characters real?
Yes.
They're all real?
Yes. I just changed the names. I just changed the names.
Protecting identities?
Yes, I have to.
So the characters is real, the situations is real,
yes.
everything. So
most of the situations is real, but some is fiction, of course.
Some of it is fiction, just to like fill a book out.
Right, right.
Now, the first situation in the book, when they came there and they was kicking the door down, that was, we just gonna be transparent here. How long were you actually dating this guy? No. We're gonna be transparent here. Like sometimes, listen, I love my baby sister, but she can be naive sometimes. So I just want to like, how long were you dating?
A couple of months. A couple of months.
You getting your mother shit kicked in at a couple months? So I wasn't there, but I want to know.
I know. I've learned so much from that situation. That.
How was your mother's face though when they? What was the reaction when she heard like?
She was in distraught because she actually liked the guy. You know, she thought he was really a sweetheart. You know, she didn't know nothing. You know, so that was a shocker to her.
Yeah.
It was scary too. You know, and
so,
like the marshals was at the door.
Yeah, the marshals, they had like about 3 or 4 different law enforcement departments.
Yeah, it looked like it was Christmas outside of the building when I looked out the window.
That person's not coming home?
No.
Not looking good at all?
I haven't spoken to him in a long time. I kind of blocked him from calling me because I'm in a new relationship now, so I had to let that go.
Tell us about your new relationship. How does it keep you grounded? As like, is he like motivational?
Oh,
you know,
yeah. He's a man.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what I wasn't used to, dealing with a man.
Yeah.
He's very supportive, like very like.
Yeah. Shout out to Q though. That's my brother-in-law. Shout out to Q. He's a dope dude. Having support is big because what a lot of people don't understand is like when you go out and you're doing adventures such as writing books, or if you're an artist, or if you like designing clothes or whatever you got going on, it's gonna be very hard to find people that'll support you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, and I tell people all the time, like, the people that's gonna support you, it's sad to say, it's never gonna be the people that's been around you from gay.
Right. Oh, that's so true.
It's never gonna be the people.
Yes.
Like, what people don't know is like, I started doing this clothing line, a long time ago. And people didn't support me like that.
It was the designs.
Yeah, designs
You
are perfect.
started off with designs,
right?
yeah.
Well, first, shout out to Dre Most. It was the Hood Affairs.
Yes, Hood Affairs. You was
And then it
doing
was the
that.
Bon Voyou. It was Bon Voyou. No, I'm lying. It's backwards. Shout out to Bon Voyou, RJ, LaJuan. Rest in peace to Jason too. It was started out as Bon Voyou.
Bon Voyou. And then you went to.
I went and started doing the Hood
Hood
Affairs
Affairs,
joint
and
with
then
Dre Most and
designs,
Mars.
yeah.
Shout out to Dre Most. Rest in peace. God bless his soul in Mars. He was actually giving me the promo off the Hood Affairs DVD, and and then the situation happened, and then he, sadly they're not here anymore. But I took like a 10-year hiatus from that because I just felt like, this was it. Like this we going off from here, and then when two of your good friends that you go over get killed, is not motivating at all. So I say that to say when it comes to like support and motivation or whatever, you got to have that foundation around you. But if you don't have it, you can't stop like, oh my God, people's not supporting me, because once you do that, that's like that's showing a sign of weakness. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be weak, and venturing into these fields and these different levels in life. So like having that support around you, I tell people all the time, like it's never gonna be the ones closest to you that's gonna support you. So
it's very few of the ones that's close to you that's gonna support you.
Right. And I see some of the people that supporting you is not a part of your circle, but they want to see you win.
Right.
Everybody don't want to see you win. You have to just keep going.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You have to just keep going, because especially when you got a dope situation going on, people don't want to support that because it's not the fact that it's being done, it's the fact that you're doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, she or he's doing it, so I'm gonna just play the cut when support is free.
Right.
But so far the book is getting a lot of traction. You're making a lot of sales off the book.
Thanks.
And like I said, it's not easy being an author. So when you dig deep into the book, as you go along into the book, My Sistas Secrets, what's the rationale behind the name of your book, My Sistas Secrets?
A lot of times, friendships, there's always someone to destroy it, to try to destroy it.
Right.
Sometimes friendships actually get broken up, people go their own ways, but sometimes that person that's causing the problems is gone, and that circle is still tight.
Yeah.
So it's hard to, you got to be careful with, you call someone your friend, your sister.
Everybody not your friend.
Right. You never know what could happen, what life event that can happen. So a life event happened in the book where a friend, basically, she had to choose between her friends and her partner.
It's on 10 after that.
Oh, yes.
So,
yes.
So keeping the readers engaged, that's not a
Yes.
problem. So it's like chapter to chapter. It's like,
oh, yes, definitely. You're going to laugh, too, because I'm a character. I can stay serious but for so long, but once I pass that playing part in the book, it's straight beast mode. I'm serious. So now it gets deeper and deeper. You're like, what?
Now writing isn't easy because I hated college. Like, writing is a headache. I caught a heart attack when I had to write a 50-page paper. But you're writing hundreds of pages of paper without blinking. You need a certain level of motivation for that. Right. What's motivating you to say, you know what? Because me personally, I got to page 3 and said, this is it. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, this is too much. But what keeps you motivated to, write chapter after chapter after chapter, book after book? What's keeping you motivated to do that? Because it's not easy.
I have one hell of an imagination. I make up stories in my head
That's
all
what
the
all
time.
females.
Oh, what the hell? So why not put it in the book? Why not write it down? Sometimes, when I have the writer's block, I'll have my notepad in my book. I write, down some material. 9 times out of 10, I don't use the material. I freestyle. Like when I pick up my laptop, something pop up in my head, I go with it. And then I read over a whole entire book, whatever I have, and say, oh, let me add this or take out something.
Some people use like past life situations as motivation, or if you get some people when they get writer's block, they might go for a walk, or they might even open up another book, or some people might just say, let me put on music, certain music that remind you of memories or whatever. That way it kind of jogs your memory when it comes to writing, and that kind of music refreshes your memory. Right. Because there's childhood songs that I remember, and if that one song get put on, it refreshes my childhood memories. I was like, oh my God, okay, I remember when I was like 10 when this came out, and you can literally remember like that whole summer of everything, like you know what I'm saying, that's going on. So like I tell people all the time, like you have a hard time remembering stuff. Like if you remember any songs from back in the days, it like immediately jog your memory. Like, oh shoot, I remember this, and you know, just certain situations that happen that help you like memorize things or whatever. But grab the book though, because I like the cover. I like the cover, and you did that cover yourself.
Yes, I did.
My Sistas Secrets.
And the funny thing is, like when people, if you really look at the book, this is actually my mom in the chair.
You a motherfucker like mommy don't look like that. Let me call mommy.
This is her. This is my mom in the chair. Actually, I took this picture of her in the room.
What integral part do mommy play in the book? Because
you gotta read it. Yeah. Oh man, some people
so
gonna be mad at me.
So
some
they gotta go buy the book.
You gotta buy. I can't. I'm not.
Where's your book? Where can they purchase your book at online?
On Amazon.
Amazon.
Yes, and I also have my Instagram.
What's your new Instagram? I know you got a new.
Yes, I have a new one, and it's public. It's author_Angel ANGEL and the letter J.
Yeah, we're gonna drop that in the link too. That way you guys can follow her, and definitely purchase this book, because people be so caught up like in their phones nowadays, we forget like reading is really fundamental.
Yes.
And this is like.
And the best kept secrets are in the book. People don't read. You can put some stuff in some books and people won't even know.
Now, that's the hard copy, right? So. Yeah. You thinking about switching to like audio? Cause, you know,
yes, I was thinking about that.
They be in their phone so much, you know, people feel like, oh, I don't want to pick up a book.
Right.
But the audio.
Yes, that's something else that I would like to work on. You know, sooner than later.
Yeah. When is the your official book release? When are you doing it? Because this the new one. This right here is the.
Yes.
This is it.
Yes. Actually, the book dropped on May 11th, but I'm having a book signing coming up.
June 20th?
Nope, July 20th.
July 20th. Oh, okay. July
and that's
20th.
going to be only RSVP. So if you want to come, just like, you know, hit me up, let me know.
So definitely, I would think.
It's going to be private because, like, I'm going to have my daughter there. I'm going to have family there.
Yeah.
You know.
Real intimate.
Right.
Now, as far as the book, your role in the book. Who are you in the book? Oh, they have to go.
No, I tell him Bird.
Oh, Bird, that's you in the book?
That's me in the book.
Now, people who bought the book already, they're already inbox like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This book is birthday. Sis. I know mommy said she read it like 12 times, right?
You know, mommy, she always got to constantly reading the book. She loves it. She's so proud of me.
What's the feedback from people?
Oh, some people, like I said, some people that know me on a personal side, they like, yo, you took it there.
Some people, they didn't know that's a side of you, right?
Right. They were like, yo, you have this side to you, so sweet and always innocent. Like, but they got back to me and was like, yo, I don't ever want to be on your bad side because you talk, your talk. And this book right here, I stepped out of my shell big time.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's not easy to do.
No.
You know, peeling off that layer of skin to you and showing people like, okay, you know, this is raw me, unadulterated.
Right.
This is me.
Right.
Like, this is what really goes on. And people look at you like, girl, wouldn't all that be happening?
Right.
And it's like, because you're so private with your business. So, but in the book, you took the privacy mode off.
Went out the window.
The privacy mode.
It was times I was in my feelings. That's another reason why I wrote this book, because I was also in my feelings with certain situations. Yeah. You know, you could tell from the way how the book started off, like, yo, she was going through something. And I really was going through something at that time.
So was it that first event that happened that you just say, you know what, I have to, I gotta write a book.
I gotta put it out in the open.
Because you gotta put it out in the open. Yeah, me and the dude shot in the open. Yeah, because what happened is like, when that happened, it's like, damn, nobody won't believe this.
Right.
Or did this really just happen to me? Like, hold on, I haven't been through this in how many years of my life, and then shit getting kicked in. Like,
I just moved to Jersey.
A few months.
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long.
Because I started working on this book, and I could say around 2022. A little after I had Anaya.
Because I was asleep. What people don't know is that we used to live around the corner from each other. Like, technically, like, across the street from each other.
Oh, man.
And I was knocked out, but then I seen lights, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Right.
Or was I going for a walk? It was something. I might have been going for a walk.
I think I called you. I think
something
I called
something
you.
happened, and I came outside, and I'm like, what? And I see about 12 cars lined up, and I'm like, the fuck you calling me for? Like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm going to go over there, and they're going to take me with him.
Yo, the crazy thing, like, I could tell this part of the book. Like, the book is funny as hell, even in the prologue, because, like, me and old dude, we had, smoke before we went to sleep. And it was just mad crazy. I'm thinking, when you, like, under the influence, you thinking you hearing something, and it's really not that. Mm-hmm. So as you get into the prologue, you're gonna be like, yo.
And that's just the beginning. Like, that's just like, as soon as you open the fucking first page, the first fucking page, you're like, well, shit, can I have my coffee first? Because
yeah.
The first 2 books, fire. I read the first book completely. The second book, I started it. I'm not gonna lie, I started it. I'm definitely gonna finish it. That's why she's not giving me no information. She's gonna make sure I read that book.
He's a busy man. He got his clothing line going. He has a lot going on, so I don't fault him at all. When he, I'm just letting y'all know, when he read it, he gonna call me like, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get around to completely finishing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably this week, but this is so much going on.
You're not gonna want to put it down. You're not gonna want to put it down, like.
Not to give too much on the book away, right. But how did it end?
I can't.
They gotta go buy. You have to buy the book. I'm telling you.
People, the ending, chapter, like my last chapter, sums up the whole entire book of why, like, everything was happening. Yeah. So, yeah. The last chapter.
Is the one?
Is the one.
Listen, go to Amazon and go get that book, My Sistas Secrets by Andrew Johnson. Let me tell you something. Not just because she's my sister, because she's very smart. And y'all know that, like, I don't mind supporting people, but if I support you, it's like, it's valid. Like, it's stamped. And this book is really one-on-one. I'm really, 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 really proud of her. Everything that I be having going on, that's my number one supporter. That's why anything she needs, she's going to always get. And this book right here, we're going to push this book. We got the actual book signing.
Yes, coming up.
So people can come. If you have your book, if you purchased your book already, and if you would like to come, inbox Angel, inbox me, and you'll definitely get a personal VIP invite, because that's love even buying the book, because nowadays, people be, a little tight with their money. People, they watch every penny they spend.
It's only $29.99 on Amazon.
So if you have the book and you want to come, definitely inbox her, inbox me, and we'll definitely get you guys situated. We're coming to the book signing, and you bring your book, and your book can be signed by the author herself, Angel. Now,
and if they don't have a book, I'm gonna have books there. Of course.
And if you don't have a book, you could. If you want to come and show love or whatever, you could come or whatever. You could purchase your book there, skip the whole delivery and everything, and at least you get it signed on the spot.
Author.
Get the book, My Sistas Secrets, on Amazon. And if you got Prime, it'll be there tomorrow.
Yes.
Shout out to you, man. I'm proud of you, everything you got going on, and this is gonna be a summer for the books, literally. Yeah. And I love you.
I love you
and
more.
Let's make it happen, baby. Come here. Give me a hug. You my baby, my ride or die. This is my baby right here. Love her to death. And go cop that motherfucking My Sistas Secrets, because guess what? She spoke about some shit. As long as my business not in there.
A little bit.
You got me working. I hope it's worth it. You told me you're with on my purpose.